Yoruba Union warns Tinubu against using security agencies to stop Sowore's #Free Nnamdi Kanu protest. Good day, my dear listeners. Thanks for joining. I bring to you another fresh details coming to our listening ears today as the Yoruba Union sends an urgent warning to Tinubu against using security agencies to stop Sowore's #Free Nnamdi Kanu protest. Moving on to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. The Yoruba Union, known as Igbimo Majokobaje Ile Yoruba, has issued a stern warning to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, urging him not to use the Department of State Services (DSS), the military or the police to sabotage the planned peaceful protest, calling for the release of detained indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. The protest, organized by human rights activist Omoyele Sowore, is scheduled to take place at Aso Rock on October 20. In a statement released on Thursday and signed by the group's convener, Olushola Badero, and Home Director, Princess Balogun, the Yoruba Union said any attempt to obstruct Sowore's peaceful protest or hinder Kanu's release would be a grave mistake capable of deepening Nigerians' existing divisions. The group warned that Southeast politicians or individuals working against Kanu's freedom were destroying the future of the region to the detriment of others. According to the statement, Sowore's decision to lead a peaceful demonstration for Kanu's release represents a brave and patriotic move that speaks to the conscience of every Nigerian who values justice and equality. The Yoruba Union emphasized that Kanu's continuous detention despite court rulings in his favor undermines the rule of law and the principles of democracy that Nigerian claims to uphold. Nothing can stop the release of Nnamdi Kanu, since all legal and constitutional measures have been taken. The peaceful march to Aso Rock will show the world how the Nigerian government continues to disobey its own laws, the group said. The Yoruba Union maintained that President Tinubu had a unique opportunity to rewrite history and mend fractured national relationships by ordering Kanu's immediate release. According to the group, the move would have earned the president's goodwill from the Igbo people who have long felt marginalized in the Nigerian Federation. As Yoruba people, we will never discriminate based on politics, tribe, or religion. Justice must be served regardless of who is involved, it said. Kanu's release is not an Igbo issue alone. It is a Nigerian issue, a human rights issue, and a moral issue that concerns all who seek justice and fairness. The union further highlighted that Kanu has already paid a heavy personal price for his beliefs, having lost his parents to state-sanctioned violence during the Buhari administration. It said the continued persecution of Kanu and the silence of the current government risk reigniting wounds from the Biafra civil war that have yet to heal more than 5 decades later. The Biafra war remains a wound that refuses to heal because justice was never given to those who deserved it. The children of the victims have grown up carrying the trauma of the injustice. Instead of dialogue and reconciliation, the Nigerian state has chosen intimidation and suppression, the Yoruba Union said. It warned that history would not be kind to President Tinubu if he chose to follow the same path of repression and silence that defined the past. The group urged the president to learn from General Yakubu Gowon's mistakes after the civil war, noting that a leader's strength is shown not through coercion but through compassion and dialogue. History's record cannot be erased, except President Tinubu wishes to have his name among those who ignore the cries of the oppressed and treated their citizens as second class in their own country, it said. The group also condemned the worsening economic hardship in the country, citing rising food prices, unemployment and insecurity as evidence that the government has lost touch with ordinary Nigerians. It cautioned that using force against peaceful demonstrators would further alienate the citizens from their government. Using security agencies to intimidate citizens will not solve the problem but rather add salt to the wounds that have festered for decades, the group warned. My dear listeners, that we have come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.